Today, we're looking at something really common for English learners.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling when you're trying to speak English, but your brain is sort of stuck translating from your first language.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like this mental middleman, right?
Yeah.
It just slows the whole conversation down.
Exactly. So our mission in this deep dive is to explore some, well, practical ways to train your brain.
To get it thinking directly in English, cutting out that translation step altogether.
Okay, so let's picture this. You learn the word cat.
Right.
Chances are you first linked cat to whatever your word for cat is, like natak or nanat or something else.
Yeah, exactly. So you see a furry feline, and your brain goes, Nate first.
And then it flips it to cat before you actually say it.
Which is that bottleneck we're talking about. The aim is to build a more direct connection.
So you see the cat.
And your brain just goes cat instantly. No detour.
Sounds simple, but it definitely takes some conscious effort to build that pathway.
It really does. It's about retraining. So how do we actually do that?
Well, one of the big ones is immersion, right? Really surrounding yourself with English.
Yes, immersion is key. And not just having it on in the background, but actively engaging.
What does that look like practically?
Okay, well, think about changing your phone's language setting to English. That's a start.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. You're forced to navigate in English.
Exactly. Or try watching English TV shows or movies without the subtitles in your language. Maybe English ones if you need, but try without.
That forces you to rely on context, right?
Yeah.
Visual cues, tone of voice.
Precisely. And listening to English music, podcasts, trying to pick out words or just get the gist. It's active listening.
Makes sense. It's about making English unavoidable almost.
Pretty much. Another really simple practical tip is labeling.
Labeling, you mean like sticky notes?
You could, or just mentally, or saying it out loud. Look around your room right now.
Yeah.
See your bed. Say bed. See the lamp. Lamp. Curtains. Curtains.
Ah, okay. Just naming everyday objects.
Yeah. Over and over. Make it automatic. You see it. You think the English word directly. No translation needed.
Building that direct object word link.
Exactly. It's about consistency. The more you do it, the faster that recall becomes.
Okay, what else? I heard about actually, like, talking your thoughts out loud.
Yes. That's a great one. It might feel a bit strange at first, but just verbalize what's going on in your head in English.
Like, I'm feeling sleepy now.
Or, I need to eat something. What time is it? Simple, everyday thoughts.
But what if your grammar is wrong? Or you use the wrong word?
That's perfectly fine, seriously. Broken English is okay here.
Really?
Yeah, the goal isn't perfection. It's about practicing the act of forming thoughts in English, not your native language. That's the muscle you're building.
Okay, that takes some pressure off.
It should. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
Now, to make it a bit more fun, you could try a game.
A game? Like what?
Just call it the Name It in English game. Throughout your day, you spot something, a tree, a bus, a coffee cup.
And you just quickly say the English word?
Exactly. As fast as you can. Before your brain even tries to translate, it's like a rapid-fire vocabulary drill.
I like that. Active recall.
Super beneficial for strengthening those direct pathways.
What about writing? Does that help with thinking?
Definitely. Keeping a simple journal in English can be really powerful.
Like writing essays?
No, much simpler. Just maybe a few sentences each night about your day.
For example?
I went to the market today, I bought some apples, I talked to my friends, stuff like that.
So basic sentences are enough.
Absolutely. It gets you practicing sentence structure and thinking about your day in English, even just for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Low pressure, high reward over time.
Okay, interesting. And you mentioned internal thoughts earlier too.
Yeah, so building on speaking your thoughts aloud, try just thinking them silently in English.
Like an internal monologue.
Exactly. Ask yourself questions in English inside your head. Okay, what should I wear today? Where did I put my keys?
So it's like having a constant little English conversation with yourself.
Pretty much. It keeps your brain operating in English mode more consistently.
All right, so let's recap the main strategies we've hit on. There's the immersion.
Yep, surround yourself actively. Then labeling objects around you.
Speaking your thoughts out loud, even the simple ones.
Journaling daily, just a few sentences.
And having that internal monologue, talking to yourself in English.
And the big idea connecting all of them is try as much as possible not to translate.
Resist the urge.
Exactly. And, even if you only manage, say, 15 minutes a day focusing on these things.
At 15 minutes.
Yeah, consistently. It will start shifting your brain. It learns the new default is English. Patience and consistency, they're really crucial here.
It's retraining, like you said. It takes time.
It does. And please, embrace the mistakes. If you mess up, if it sounds wrong, that's okay.
It means you're trying, right? You're pushing yourself.
Totally. Mistakes are proof of effort, proof of learning. They're not failures.
That's a good way to look at it.
So really, think of your brain as like your best English teacher. You just need to feed it the right stuff.
By using these techniques, you're giving it constant practice in thinking directly in English.
You're setting up the right conditions for it to learn naturally.
So maybe the final thought for you listening is this. The more you consciously try to weave direct English thinking into those small, everyday moments,
Yeah, those little thoughts, those
the
observations.
more that natural fluency in speaking will just sort of emerge and
Yeah.
become second nature.
Exactly. It stops being a translation task and just becomes communication.